Alright man, what's good YouTube, man? It's your boy DZ, and I'm back with another video, and I'm back with another banger ass reaction, man. Today, I ain't finna waste no time, because we ain't got no time to waste, man. I'm finna just jump into it, man. Today, we gonna be reacting to 49 horror stories animated around August 2024 in compilation. We just finna get into it, you feel me? We only got a short amount of time. I ain't gonna lie. Make sure y'all go ahead and follow the fucking Twitch, because me and my boy, we over here live streaming in like an hour or so. You know what I'm saying? After I get done editing this video, we about to get stupid on Call of Duty. You already know what time it is. Let's get it. So let's get it poppin'. Come on. Hold on. Hold up. Damn! Oh my gosh, you're playing games with me, bro. Okay. Bro. Okay. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Let's get it.
It was 2019.
Yeah, 2019.
I lived in a house with 2 other girls. We were all in our early 20s. The house backed into a park. It was more like an open lot that was accessible through a main road. There wasn't any playground or barbecue area there.
Yeah. I mean, it looks spacious. You feel me? It looked like you can go ahead and go outside, throw a little football. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and go with pops in them.
And there was a tree on the
baseball.
right-hand
You know what I'm
side,
saying?
obstructing about half of the view over the fence into the park. One night after I showered, I got into my underwear and a baggy shirt because it was summer. I hear the dog in the backyard going absolutely mad.
Stupid, he gonna retard it. He going dumb, bro.
My housemate was not home at the time, and the dog belonged to her. I fly out of the back door and see that he's baring his teeth and snarling toward the fence. He had caught and killed possums before. So I was concerned.
Oh, he been on that. He been killing these pussy ass possums.
I grabbed him by the collar to get him back inside and away from the possum.
Doing too much.
As I did,
we got enough possum
I got a shiver
all over the floor
and a sense that something wasn't right.
He was still going ballistic,
and I looked up and saw a figure standing in the dark, just on the other side of the fence.
I will let that dog go. Fuck you, mean?
It was a man who was about 5'10",
boom!
And he didn't say
the moment
anything.
my dog biting his ass, bro,
I couldn't see his face.
Dumping on him,
I naturally jump and say, "Oh my goodness, I didn't even see you there."
Bitch, why are you trying to have a simple conversation with this motherfucker, bro?
He just stood there in his beanie and jacket, staring at me. I kept the dog in front of me as I backed into the house. Once inside, I locked up everything and closed all the windows. And I called my partner to come over. A few small things happened over the next few months, but nothing that really stood out. There was a popped security screen, and we found some computer parts in the lawn that could have been discarded by kids or something. One night, I get home after having drinks and dinner with some friends. It was late, around 10 p.m.
Make sure them
We
doors
often
locked.
left the
Windows
back door
locked.
open to let the dog come in and out.
Security, bro.
We always just kind of assumed that the dog would scare away anyone from breaking in. How naive. When I got into the kitchen, which was next to the back door, I hear the dog barking in the backyard.
Bruh. Why you don't got the
This
dog
has
inside?
happened many times before.
Fuck you mean?
So I ignore it and make myself a drink before going out there and bringing him back inside.
It's nothing.
I then see a shadow move to my right, inside the f***ing house, rounding the corner from the back door into the kitchen. I froze.
Bitch, you froze. That's how you gonna get got.
What on earth is this man doing? It's summer, and he's in a long coat covering his entire neck to his wrists.
He's trying to force that shit.
Panic set in.
Where the dog at? He killed that shit.
The counter and looked down to see that there was a knife in his hand.
That motherfucker looks so small.
It was one of our kitchen knives from the block behind me. So now I'm aware he has already been inside this house. This wasn't a robbery. He had already had the chance to steal anything he wanted.
He trying to kill you.
There was a scuffle, and he pulled the rug from under my feet, and I hit my head on the counter.
Oh my God.
I was knocked unconscious.
Are you fucking
the last
kidding me?
thing I remember is the dog barking from behind him.
Oh, come on, Snitchel! Where you at, man? That's it.
It turns out our scary dog was too afraid to attack him but he was still doing his best to scare him away.
Wow.
The police and detectives eventually came, but there wasn't anything that they could do, because technically there was no breaking and entering, since our back door was left wide open. This also meant that it would be difficult to determine what he touched. I also seem to remember that he was...
He pulled the rug and made you fall and dip?
...was wearing gloves. I'm not 100% sure about that.
Oh my
I did have defensive wounds to my hands and some bruising, but overall I was fine.
Yeah, you
it
was
could have
good.
been a lot worse.
I'm just trying to figure out what kind of fuck ass robbery.
The police suggested that we lock our back door from now on and hope nothing like this would ever happen again. I can't be sure if it was the man I saw by our back fence. Around this time, we had a third housemate. One day she asked me for a cigarette because she was stressed out about something. I told her that I didn't smoke. And then she suggested that it must be our other housemate. Confused, I said, "What are you talking about? Neither of us smoke." Apparently, she had been picking up cigarette butts from outside the front and side doors of our house for her entire stay. She never said anything about it because she decided it was something that bothered her, but clearly not us, so she didn't mind cleaning them up. She would leave very early in the morning for work, before either of us woke up, which is why we never saw them.
Alright, so after this one, I ain't even gonna lie, we gonna have to, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Make cut this video short.
This is going to be kind of long, so please bear with me. So this happened when I was in high school, and still living with my parents and my younger brother in a house in the suburbs. The area I grew up in was very quiet and safe. We lived in the Midwest, and our town was as Midwest as you can get, which means that everyone knew each other. Even the strangers were very kind and eager to help. With some exceptions, of course. Our neighborhood was the kind of place where every third house had the same exact layout, which means everyone was pretty much living on an equal level. For the most part, everyone got along pretty well, and there was hardly any crime since everyone was coming from a similar financial background. So it would be an understatement to say that it felt very safe where I lived. That was until strange things began to happen. At first, it was small things, pretty inconsequential in the moment. But now when I look back at everything, I always made a connection to the strange events that were going on. It started at the beginning of my junior year of high school. One morning I woke up early to put away my clothes. Because I'm weird about these kind of things, I make sure all my dressers and doors were closed before I left, as I was the last one out of the house. And I happened to have a doctor's appointment on that day.
She on that, you know what I'm saying?
I was the first one back. When I came up to my room, my door wasn't closed all the way, and my closet was completely open. I thought it was weird, but I brushed it off. But this happened more than once. I would sometimes be missing shirts or pants after I told myself that I was just being stupid and probably misplaced them somewhere. Another night, after I had gone to bed, I was woken up by the sound of footsteps coming up the stairs.
It's just moms and them. Hello, bruh.
The fifth step always creaked very loudly, and when I heard that, I instantly sat up. I remember it clearly because I could hear it over my fan. After the footsteps stopped, I checked every room upstairs. All of the bedrooms were on the second floor.
That's right, okay.
All the doors were closed and everyone else was sleeping.
The fuck wake somebody up?
All of the doors creak pretty loudly when they're opened in the night.
I'm on that.
So I would have heard something since I was the only one who slept with their door open. I couldn't see much. Everyone was sound asleep. I stayed awake for a while to try to catch it again, but I eventually fell asleep, figuring that my mind was just playing tricks on me. I asked my family about it casually the next morning, but everyone said they slept through the night. All of these small occurrences accumulated into one of the weirdest experiences I've had to date. It was halfway through the year, and I had driven myself and my brother home from high school. I threw down my bags on the dining room table
Right.
and laid down on the couch to watch some TV.
Right.
My brother went downstairs to take the
That's
dog
a
out
big ass little
and
brother,
then play
bro.
some video games. I could tell by the fact that there were no other cars in the garage that my parents were still at work. So I put the volume on medium so I could hear them when they got back.
What you doing?
My parents used to give me a lot of crap for watching TV after school. Everything was fine, and I actually began dozing off when I heard a very distinct thumping sound coming from upstairs. I thought it was just my imagination. I watch a lot of horror films, so I tend to be pretty jumpy
I do
sometimes.
too, but that don't mean that my motherfucking
I went back to my
I hear
show.
something.
But the thumping continued
I had to do that
for
before.
about 5 minutes.
Yeah. Alright, bitch, we going upstairs. I'm grabbing a broom, I'm grabbing whatever. I'm going with my fucking nose picker. Oh my gosh!
That's when I finally decided
Stupid.
that
Oh,
something
shit.
was off. I muted the TV and listened for a few more minutes.
Yeah.
It was a rhythmic thumping, and it was coming
I got
from
my nose
directly
picker, whoever the fuck
upstairs.
upstairs, boy. You better get your
For a
nostrils
second, I
picked.
thought it was just
Fuck
my
ass
dog,
boy.
since he sometimes paced up and down the stairs, trying to find somewhere to lay down.
Right.
So I called out for him, but my brother shouted that he was downstairs with him. So I walked up the stairs to the top and listened.
The fuck you mean? Hey, why you don't take you a fucking weapon? Like, come on now. Why not be cautious? You feel me?
The noise was coming from
Jeez.
directly above me.
Hold on,
I started to get scared when I realized that the only thing above me was the attic.
Ooh,
And
it's a rat.
furthermore,
Still
I
take you
realized
something though.
that
Like
it
the
wasn't
fuck?
thumping that I was hearing. It was footsteps, like somebody was wearing boots and pacing around the attic.
Ooh, that's what it sounds like. I'm telling you.
Even though I was thinking the
Nose
worst,
picker, man. My
I
shit
told
is
myself
all
to
day,
be
boy.
practical.
I'm going up there. I'm
There are
like,
only 2 entrances to the attic. A small panel in the ceiling of my brother's bedroom, and a 3rd-story window. I checked his bedroom, and the panel looked like it hadn't been touched in a very long time.
okay, that's normal. That's
We
normal,
hadn't
you
even
feel me?
opened it since we moved in,
Okay.
because the previous owners told us it was just insulation and wiring. I then thought about how we were having trouble recently with our satellite dish, and my dad had to call a repairman to come fix it. I opened the front
Bitch, it's the
door
repairman.
and went around back, but there wasn't anything on the roof. Not that I could see anyway. It was pretty high up. I then went back
That
inside.
motherfucker would've had a brand
My
new
brother
ladder
was
with him.
standing in the doorway, asking me what was going on, since he heard the door open. I told him about what I heard, and asked him to come check it out with me,
Like, look, like motherfucker,
just to
I
make
heard
sure I
some
wasn't
shit.
going crazy.
You feel me? We're gonna
When
have
we
to
got
strap up and
upstairs,
get ready.
he gets this weird look on his face, and then asked, "What is that?" I felt relieved knowing it wasn't just me. I
See?
whispered, "It sounds like somebody is walking up there, right?" He nods and points downstairs, suggesting that we say no more, and I should follow him down there.
Yup.
The floors are pretty thin in this house, so in case there was somebody up there, we would want to talk about this out of earshot. Once we were downstairs, I tell him about the roof and the possibility of a repairman being up there, although I didn't see a van outside.
Nor the
My brother
ladders,
shakes
bro.
his head, saying that the repair people were coming later that week. That's when we decided to call our dad. I explained everything to him. I could tell that he didn't believe us, but was trying to be nice about it.
Right.
I can't exactly
I mean, what the
blame
fuck?
him.
Hey, mom. Hey,
It was
my
highly
kid come on,
improbable
I'm
for somebody
believing
to
that.
even want to be in our
Fuck you
attic,
mean?
let alone get
I
up
ain't playing
there.
that shit.
He suggested it might have been a bird
That's leading,
or a
you feel me?
raccoon.
A murder white one.
We lived near a large
Oh,
patch
that's
of
just
woods.
dope, you feel me?
I tried explaining to
Just be
him
100%
that
honest.
no animal could make that kind of thumping sound.
Thank you.
If
Not
it was a
fucking
bird,
rat either.
it would have had to have been repeatedly slamming itself into the floor. And even then, that wouldn't explain how the floor was creaking, like somebody was shifting their weight. He said just to wait it out, and that he would be home soon. The thumping continued for well over
Get on
30
that
minutes.
up.
I decided to camp out in my brother's room until it stopped.
Yeah.
After about 15 minutes, I had to use the restroom. There's one right next to his room, and is still under the attic. As I was washing my hands, I realized that the thumping was a lot louder now and directly above me. It was weird because before, the thumping was loud when I was in my brother's room. It was like the sound had followed me.
The fuck?
Sometimes when I get really scared, I get super angry. So I banged twice on the ceiling.
Stupid ass.
I'm a pretty tall girl, so I used my fist. I then
Damn,
shouted,
bitch, you must be 6'0".
"What the fuck is this?" The steps then completely stopped. I was confused for a second. Then clear as day, there were two loud thuds. Like someone stomping their foot twice very loud.
Oh, okay, that's
I
what you
ran
need.
out
You
of the
need that.
bathroom
Alright,
to my
bitch.
brother,
Take
who
off
was
my
coming
shirt,
up the
man.
stairs. What just happened?
Who's Henny?
The pacing started again, so I quickly explained everything to my brother. He then pulled out his phone and called my dad a second time. As he's trying to explain everything, I can tell that my dad is still not giving in, frustrated and frightened. I take the phone from my brother, put my dad on speaker, and hold the phone up to the attic, then say, "Listen to this." Suddenly, all the noises completely stop.
Man, that's some
Absolutely no sound whatsoever. After about a minute of silence, I hear my dad say, "What sound?" My brother and I just look at each other and bolt down the stairs.
Go downstairs, bro. Go to the next
I
door
tell my
neighbor,
dad
bro.
to come home quick and that we would wait downstairs for him. He then said that he was pulling up the driveway, so we opened the door and ran out to him.
Uh-huh.
After my brother and I explained things quickly
Yeah, he definitely like his
and
dad.
nearly out of breath, to my dad's credit, we did sound a bit insane. He follows us upstairs to where the sound was coming from. But now, there was absolutely no sound at all.
Bro, go up in the attic.
And even though we beg him several times to go take a look, he laughs and says that we're just overreacting, and there was nothing
When
there.
your fucking sons
Taking
get
out the
killed,
panel
bro,
might
you
cause
see,
some damage to the ceiling.
Bro, I'm on
We
that.
don't know that
What
for
you
sure
mean?
because we've never tried to look up there. So he was pretty set on not going up there to check things out, unless he hears it himself. Of course,
I
the
don't believe
steps
a
never
fucking
came
kid.
back. At least not when we were around or awake. My brother secretly stayed in my room for a couple of days because he was still freaked out about the whole thing.
I
And
would've
we
been
were
too.
never able
What
to
you mean?
prove what happened to our
That's a whole
parents.
ass story, I ain't gonna lie.
When the repair people finally did come, I noticed that instead of using a ladder, they went around to our backyard and climbed up to the roof from our deck. They were also able to walk around pretty freely up there and could easily access the window to our attic, which was around the front of the house. I've always wondered if there was someone secretly living up there and would come down at night without us knowing.
And grab some
But
fucking
if that
food.
was the case, why would they let us
make that
know that they
motherfucker a
were up
sandwich
there
or some
that
shit.
day? It still bothers me that we never checked.
What the alright, man, we gonna end that shit right there, bro. What the fuck going on, bro? You know what I'm saying? The hell, bro? That's a weak ass story, bro. Shit, I thought somebody gonna come out and pop out. But anyways, man, that's the end of the video, man. Make sure you leave a like, make sure you leave a comment, make sure you subscribe, share with your friends, bro. Let me know what's your favorite part of the video, you feel me? And make sure y'all gonna mess with that Twitch, bro, cause me and my boy, we going up, we turning up on call, bro. We finna start smoking everybody, we finna catch these dub, bro. But I'm gonna see y'all in the next video, you feel me? Hey, one more thing. I'm serious about that Twitch though. 100%. You know what I'm saying? We really turning up. Go ahead. Follow the Twitch account. Join the live. We on that. I'm gonna see you on the next